Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I keep saying it, but man, I really do appreciate it. You guys are crushing it with the support on the channel ever since MW2 dropped every single day. Tons and tons of new subscribers. We're getting like 1,000 new subs every day. Y'all are crushing the support on the videos as well. So big thank you to you guys for that. It really does mean a lot. But coming up here in just a few days time, we are getting our first major content update and seasonal update for MW2, the start of the official MW2 content season, which is going to span potentially for up to 2 years, according to all those rumors that there's not going to be a premium title next year. So Season 1 is dropping on November 16th. Now, that in mind, we're going to see several new reveals and announcements in the coming days leading up to that date. So we got a lot to look out for, over on the socials for Call of Duty, and I'll be keeping you guys up to date with all that as that stuff drops. On top of the launch date, though, on November 16th, in just over a month's time on December 14th, that's when Season 1 Reloaded is also going to be happening. So about a month in between the seasonal launch and the Reloaded update, and then probably about a month and a half until Season 2 starts at like the end of January or start of February. But we're going to have 2 major content updates before the holiday break this year, which is a nice change of pace compared to previous years where they drop a major update and then like a week later they're on break and then everything's broken and there's no one there to fix it for the holidays. So that shouldn't be the issue this time around with that November 16th launch update. Now, my goal for this one is to basically educate you guys as much as possible on what to expect with Season 1. We have some new details, we have some recaps of some stuff that we've talked about before. Obviously, the 2 biggest things happening with Season 1 are the debuts and the launches of Warzone 2.0 and then also DMZ. Now, Warzone 2, we've already seen gameplay of back from Call of Duty Next. We've gained some information on that, some leaks and rumors about how loadouts are going to be back, how perks will be back, so on and so forth. The looting's been changed. We've already covered that in previous videos. If you want to gain more information on that stuff, feel free to go and check those out. DMZ, though, we really don't have much on at all. Now, I fully expect a full-on big reveal for DMZ here very, very shortly. Maybe by the end of the week, maybe early next week with actual gameplay details, maybe even some gameplay footage with the trailer or something like that. But we know big reveals are coming up for those, and those are going to be huge modes. I mean, that's basically 2 new games in and of themselves, with Warzone being a new battle royale experience and DMZ being that extraction looter shooter experience that personally I'm very, very excited for. And both of those are going to be free to play, so you don't have to own MW2 for either of those. You can just drop right in, download those, and play them for free. Now, of course, owning MW2 will help you out there because you can level up weapons and get some more knowledge on the game outside of those modes themselves, but for what it's worth, you don't need MW2 to play those. Now, because this is a brand new season, there's going to be some standard seasonal content up in there. So that, of course, features a brand new battle pass, our first battle pass for MW2. If you own a Vault edition of the game, you actually get the battle pass unlocked automatically and 50 tier skips as well. So half of your pass is going to be complete right away, which is very nice for those of you looking forward to getting that content right away. But we know, per usual, the battle pass is going to feature a couple of things, some new operators and then also some new weapons. Those are the main standouts. Of course, there's going to be other filler stuff with weapon charms and blueprints and calling cards and XP bonuses as well. But as far as the operators go, we've actually already been teased as what could be coming for Season 1 via Joel Emsley, who works at Infinity Ward. Back during the campaign early access, he said that within the credits of MW2, there might be some teasers and some hints as to who the new operator is going to be in Season 1, and he said it's not obvious. Now, what some people have noticed that within the credits is that there's several different chess pieces laying around, and chess pieces just so happen to be the logos for shadow companies. So in my opinion, that's sort of insinuating that with Season 1, we might see some shadow company operators, maybe from the campaign, maybe some newly introduced characters as well. But we know for a fact we're going to have 1 main operator in the battle pass, maybe 2, then also some added to the store as well. In addition to that, the most important part of the battle pass is the new weapons, and these should be free available in the battle pass at certain tiers. In the past, it's been tier 15 and tier 31. And according to leaker and data miner Ghost to Hope, who we talk about pretty frequently here on the channel, our 3 weapons for Season 1 are going to be the Chimera, the M13B, and then also the Bass P. These were actually visible in the early version of the game that was glitched. It wasn't meant to be there at launch, so that was reserved for Season 1, but somehow the files and the guns were accessible pre-launch, so those have been removed from the weapons list, but they're going to be back for Season 1. That'll be our Season 1 content initially, which is going to be very exciting, right? By the way, as we're going through this all, if you guys are new to the channel every single day, I got you guys covered with news, updates, class setups, tips, all things going on. You're going to find it right here. So if you're part of that 54% of viewers who are not already subscribed, feel free to hit that sub button, turn on those post notifications, join us on the road to 900,000 subs. We'd love to get as close to that as possible before Warzone 2. And if you guys enjoy this video, if you're excited for Season 1, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's aim for 2,500 likes on this one. Another new feature coming with Season 1 is going to be our main bundles. Now, some of the weapons, some of the blueprints and whatnot have actually already been glitched in private matches. If you go through with the CDL, you can actually end up viewing some of the blueprints that are already available in game. There's some pretty interesting ones, but we know that the store is going to be officially live with Season 1, and all the main new bundles are going to be dropping there with blueprints, with new operator skins, all sorts of stuff like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary compared to the previous years, but it's going to be the first time we actually have access for any of that stuff within MW2. Call of Duty has also confirmed that within Season 1, we're going to get multiple fan favorite maps. One on November 16th with the launch of Season 1, and then also another legendary map, they say, with Season 1 reloaded on December 14th. So, fan favorite maps. I mean, off the top of my head, we're talking Shipment, potentially Shoot House, Rust, High Rise Terminal. I'd bet money on it being one of those. Shipment, as we talked about before, has already been leaked and found in the Al Mazrah map, and a lot of the locations for MP maps are based in Al Mazrah, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's one that debuts with Season 1. And then for, Season 1 Reloaded on the 14th, they said, again, another legendary map is dropping then, so it could be one of those that I just named there. We'll probably get some more information with an official roadmap here sometime soon. Now, focusing a bit later on in the season with Season 1 Reloaded on December 14th, that's also going to introduce even more content, including the raids features for Spec Ops, which is like the biggest story expansion and gameplay expansion that we've had for that mode and for the narrative in a Call of Duty game yet. They're 2 to 3 hour or multi-hour long narrative driven missions. Basically, they're going to be super fun, and they take place within the Spec Ops mode, so it's that sort of gameplay dynamic with your various kits and stuff going on there. And then lastly, for the season throughout, we're going to see new updates for LTMs and new modes and new playlist updates, and we have a few different things that have been confirmed already, including Gunfight, which is going to debut in Season 1. I'm very excited for that. It's a super fun mode, and I'm always a fan of the 2v2 and 3v3 action. We've got the CDL Mosh Pit dropping to prepare everyone for the launch of the CDL season and ranked play later on in 2023. We also have Tier 1, aka the Hardcore mode, dropping in Season 1 as well. Right at launch, you'll be able to play Hardcore with a limited HUD and the super low health, so your long shots and your one-shot kills can be super, super easy. On top of that, it was also leaked that an uplink mode would be debuting, sort of in collaboration with the World Cup crossover with all the soccer football skins that we're getting as well, so we could see that in Season 2. And of course, with the launch of the new season, we also are going to see changes to ranks and to levels. The seasonal prestige is going to be introduced, and apparently an email from last week actually teased what might be the first actual seasonal prestige icon. This essentially is that once you get past 55, you enter the seasonal prestige, and you can go up to 155 or 200, and every 50 levels or so is that new prestige. It's the same system we've seen throughout MW 2019, Cold War, and Vanguard. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd much rather have the OG prestige system that actually, incentivizes grinding. This one's very basic. You hit rank 200 and then you have nothing to do for the next 6 weeks or whatever, but it is what it is. That's going to be returning and actually starting up here with Season 1 as well. Recently, Infinity Ward also confirmed that in Season 1, we're going to end up seeing some changes to weapon tuning. There will be various buffs and nerfs made then. Also, there's going to be more changes and details to updates on the UI, on the menu and everything coming in Season 1 as well. So we'll gain some official information close to the launch date for that stuff. All that being said, that is effectively what to expect for this seasonal update as of right now. As I said earlier, we're going to get a lot more details here as we get closer to launch, and I'll be covering all those as they drop, all the new reveals, the roadmaps, the trailers, so on and so forth. So if you want to guarantee you are up to date with that stuff, alongside everything else going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button, join us on the road to 900,000 subs. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it. That is going to wrap things up though. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. And the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.